Hello students, so welcome to the class. Now today we are going to start with a topic called inflorescence. So let's start and see that what is inflorescence. Inflorescence is actually the arrangement of flower on the axis, and that is the floral axis. So the arrangement of flower on the floral axis is called as the inflorescence, the way flower is arranged on its axis. So on the basis of that, there are the few terms which is really required to know that. There's a word called solitary. Solitary means single flower. So if a flower originates singly on its floral axis, that is called as the solitary flower. The word is pedicel. So the pedicel word means the floral axis or the stalk which bears the inflorescence. So if this part is bearing flower, it is called as the pedicel. Same way over here. Or if any part is there, any flower is there which is having a pedicel this, and on that only, this only, there are so many flowers attached to it and they are bearing. So this part will be called as a pedicel. So the pedicel is that part from where flower originates or from where the flower starts developing. The word is receptacle. Receptacle word means the flowers in which this pedicel part becomes flat leafy structure, that is called as the receptacle. So on the basis of the inflorescence, the solitary flower is differentiated into two different parts. So the one is the terminal solitary flower and the other one is the axillary solitary flower. So let's see that what is the terminal axillary solitary flower. For example, you can see the papaver. In the terminal plants, you can see that they develop direct from the tip of the axis. For example, if this is the tip of the axis, the flower is getting developed from its tip, from its one single position only, and it gets bloom from that single place. But in axillary flowers, you will see that the pedicels, they develop from the foliage leaf. Foliage leaf means from the cluster leaf, the leaf which is there in the cluster, from that cluster it starts developing. It doesn't develop from any of the tip. Okay, they can, whereas terminal, if you will see, terminal can develop from any of the edge area. They doesn't need any foliage, they doesn't need any leafy structure from which it can originate and develop. But if you will talk about the axillary, they need a leafy foliage, leaves that are called as the foliage, cluster of leaves. So from the foliage they originate. Okay, so this is one major difference. Terminal doesn't need any foliage, they develop directly from the axis tip, whereas axillary, they need the foliage to get developed, as in the hibiscus or the China rose. Here I had done the drawing also. Here you can see directly the flower is opening over here, and these are just the leaves which are here. They are not the pedicel, they are not the developing from foliage. But here you can see the leaves are here, and that same one is developing over here, and then flower is getting originated. So this is the difference between the solitary flower. Whereas if you will see the flowers in the clusters, they are further divided, and the further are called as the inflorescence, and that is further divided and are different structures of the inflorescence, then you will see. So that the cluster flowers, which are the other part of the inflorescence, we'll see in the next topic of this.